Welcome back. As we mentioned, the Biden administration continues to act with urgency to try to get Israel and Hamas to agree on a ceasefire and hostage deal after 6 hostages were murdered by Hamas in Gaza, including American Hirsh Goldberg, Poland. And Hamas now says its militants are operating under new instructions on how guards should handle hostages if Israeli forces approach their locations. That is further raising concerns about the safety of the 101 hostages still in Gaza. Joining me now is Hirsh Naftali. She is the great aunt of released American hostage Abigail Mor Edan. She was also part of that meeting between National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and American hostage families earlier this week. Thank you so much for being here. So it's been almost 10 months since little Abigail was freed and returned home. How is she doing?
Well, first, thank you for having me. And, Abigail's return is a miracle. The fact that she came back to our family. I don't say she came back home because she didn't come to our home. As you see right now, her parents in that photo, they were murdered. So she doesn't have a mother and a father. They were murdered on October 7th by Hamas terrorists in front of Abigail and her sister and her brother. So she can't go back to her house because where they lived was destroyed by Hamas terrorists. So she is safe, she is with family, she is loved, and she is being taken care of. But when we think about what a child at 3 years old should experience and her brother and sister at 6 and 9, it's just devastating. And we are doing everything that they'll have a beautiful life. But what they experienced on that day and what is part of them for the rest of their lives is just beyond and tragic.
Certainly beyond tragic. Thank you for telling us about her. And I understand the idea of her not being able to return home, but it's beautiful to hear that she's being taken care of and loved by your family. So thank you for sharing that. I now want to ask you, if you can, take us inside that meeting with Jake Sullivan. Did you feel like you got the answers you needed from the Biden administration about the state of the ceasefire talks? And especially, how are the families who still have relatives being held in Gaza, how are they doing it? And how do they feel about that meeting, especially after this recent murder of 6 more hostages?
Well, first I'll answer the second part of your question. I know what it felt like to have a relative for 51 days, a 3-year-old who turned 4 in captivity as a hostage. I don't know what it feels like to be 11 months. These parents, these children, they are out there every day, the American families and all the families, but I spend most of my time with the American families. I don't know how they find the strength. They get up each morning and they figure out what they can do and how much more they can do. And I know they go to bed at night and basically try to get a little bit of sleep, but thinking, what more could I have done? And as we saw, after 11 months, Rachel and John, their son Hirsh, was executed. He was murdered by Hamas. And you think about the grace and the beauty in which they spoke yesterday at his funeral. And that yesterday was 6 young people. Hirsh is an American, but they were 6 young people, 2 beautiful young women, 4 beautiful young men, and they were murdered by Hamas after being held 11 months. And you think about a family, what they put up with, what they did, how they fought for their child, and they were killed. They were murdered. So when you say, how are they holding up? I don't know how they're holding up. These are some of the most brave people I have ever seen. They are the most brave people I've ever seen in my life. And, I know that we give each other strength. And we say on October 7th, we all became a family. And even though Abigail was released, her parents were murdered. So there is something between all of us that are these shared stories that are all tragic.
Yeah.
The second question, the first part of your question is, the American families have had as good of transparency as you can have with the U.S. government. From President Biden, Vice President Harris, we've had meetings with them throughout the last 11 months. But we've also had consistent meetings with Jake Sullivan for the last 9-10 months. And we've had 15 meetings. Many of them have been in person, and the ones when we haven't been able to be together have been virtually done. And the one thing that I will say is that we understand there is a deal. There is a deal that has been since May 31st, when President Biden announced a deal. It is still that same framework. And it came from what Prime Minister Netanyahu had presented as a deal. It had already been and has been approved in this form, in a general form, by Hamas. So what we've seen since May 31st until now is this dance between these two, and I don't mean to call it a dance in a nice way, but where one agrees and the other doesn't. One adds something else and the other refuses it. And here we are now at 11 months. And I know that the Biden administration is tirelessly working to return the American hostages, but all of the hostages. They are working as hard as they can to stop the fighting, because we know that releasing the hostages and stopping the fighting also helps the people that are living in Gaza, who are in a terrible situation. And so when you ask like how the meeting went and what we learned is that there is still a deal. And Americans like Secretary of State Blinken and Brett McGurk, they are in the region. Director Burns, they're not in the region today, but they have been in and out of the region trying as hard as they can to make a deal. And look, where we are, and you see it on the news, the real impediment on the side that we have pressure over is Prime Minister Netanyahu and his government.
Wow. I mean,
and I'll just add one more thing. We sat in a meeting. President Biden invited the American hostage families and Prime Minister Netanyahu when he came to address the Congress. He invited us to join a meeting. And in that meeting, again, what we discussed was things that we don't go outside and speak about. But at this moment, I will say that I did, when it's my turn to speak, look at these two gentlemen and said, what can you commit to us? These people are suffering. The Israelis are suffering. And I'll just add as a side note, in order for our family to move forward, we needed Abigail to come home, to come back to us so that we could begin the healing process and move forward. And for her and the Israeli families that haven't received their loved ones back and don't have them, and the nation as a whole, and you see it on the streets, there is no way to move forward until these loved ones come home and until the country of Israel has their people home. And I go back to this meeting because it's important. And I said, what can you commit to us? Not again specifics of a deal, but a commitment from two leaders. And the first thing that President Biden said, and he has been doing this, which was he said, I commit to doing everything I can for the rapid release of these hostages. And then I looked at the Prime Minister and I said, and what is your commitment? And he looked at the president and he said, the same as his. And in that room, we all watched. And there has been only one person who has been committed since that meeting that took place at the end of July to releasing the hostages, and that is President Biden. We have not seen that commitment from Prime Minister Netanyahu. We have seen him talk, we have heard him speak, but we have not seen any action to this date that will bring home our loved ones.
Well, thank you so much, Liz Hirsh Naftali, for taking the time to talk with us, both about that meeting and also, of course, about your family and little Abigail. So thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.